Hello everybody, this is Artist1 V1 and only coming at you with another PSN battle. This is week 2. We are fighting Ieuan, aka the Weave, our longtime battler, one of my best friends in this league community. Coach the Chanchester United. We hope to move on to 2-0. Now, if I sound frustrated or angry or a little impatient during this video, it's because we already recorded this. We were going to do a cool dual commentary video. That will be up on his channel soon. If not, it's already posted. Go check it out. His link will be down in the description. I forgot to change the scene from this to this at all during the first recording. So I'm doing this now by myself. Ieuan had to go. He has stuff to do. I can't keep him forever. So let's get into it. I led Coco as he led his Yuxi. I led Coco because I saw nothing on his team that could immediately kill me out of just literally anything. Unless it's like max attack, adamant, earthquake, mega arrow, which I think I outspeed anyways. Actually, no I don't. I probably don't. It's probably like 400 something with adamant. But anyways, I had U-turn because obviously he had a gas shot on. You'll see that in the team building video that I will also put down below. Oh, I'm going to be linking 4 things down below. Ieuan's channel, Joey's channel, who is another friend of ours, but he is in Diamond Division, so we hope to see him in playoffs. My team building video, and Ieuan's team building video. Alright, back to the battle. I clicked U-turn because, I want to get in my hot powerhouse, Carmen the Scrafty. He clicks Toxic, hoping to get something poisoned. Luckily I didn't go to Jirachi. He gets Arcanine, get the Intimidate off as I bulk up, getting my defense up and bringing my attack back down to neutral. I knock off here, hoping to try and get rid of this item. Flamethrower to get rid of damage, or add some damage. Now with that knockoff, I immediately knew that was a max Fizdef Arcanine, because that did not a whole lot from a neutral stab knockoff from a Scrafty. I get my leftovers back up. I see that he was leftovers, so I also had the intuition that he was going to be bulky. He Flamethrower, trying to get some more damage off as I switch to Vape. He pulls Yuxi back in. He had no Steel type and no Heal Bell user unless this is Heal Bell or Aromatherapy, so I click Toxic. He's going Stealth Rock because I didn't bring a Defogger and I have a Zard-Y, so that's dealing half, or a little bit just under half because I have odd amount of HP. And right here I'm just trying to get more toxic damage as much as I can off just so I don't have to deal with this thing later on. U-turn, just getting on out, bringing his Spec. At the time, alright, pause. At the time, I didn't realize this was Spexed. I didn't even care that it was Spexed. Or I didn't care to calc an item with this thing. I was just like, oh, damage. I've used Miss Magic enough. I believe in my build. I believe in the mons that I made. He clicked Shadow Ball. That did less than half. I just Scald again. If I get a burn, that's perfect. If I don't, it's fine. He's not recovering health back anyways. He has to switch out or else he's dead. That was another thing that I thought he'd be choiced from because he switched out. Because he could have just clicked like Energy Ball, Thunderbolt. This is me getting more toxic damage off while I'm also healing myself back off the Wish. It's a weird toxic spell, but not necessarily. He tries to get a poison off on me because he was just kind of just hoping to poison something. He needed some residual damage off on any of my mons, so I just decided, you know what? No. I'm going to go into my Steel type and block that immediately, which also in turn gets off more toxic damage for me. So he tries to save it. He goes Arcanine, I go Stealth Rock, so now that thing's really low once it comes back in. He now starts to phase, which kind of scares me. Also, here, I wasn't really thinking, like, oh, well, this is just a Fizdef Arcanine. He's just gonna, attack, or Toxic, or something. He didn't have Toxic, I don't think. I also forgot that Morning Sun, I wasn't even thinking of Morning Sun, actually. Morning Sun heals you back more if Sun is up. So normally it would have healed 50, it did 2/3 of your health. Which I don't think any of my mons can do over 2/3 unless... Actually, you know what? Snorlax probably can. Speaking of Snorlax, here it is. Big Baby Blue, no knees. I was thinking it was either going to be Toxic or Willow. It was Willow for his last move. Or I guess her. Because Amaterasu is apparently female. I didn't know. Scald. Would have done a lot more, but Sun is up. Jirachi comes back out. I'm a little spooked to have my Steel type out against a Flame boosted or a Sun boosted Arcanine in Sun. I figured he was trying to get a heal because he thought I'd switch. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try to Paracheese him. It didn't work out. He healed as I thought. And Vaporeon comes in because I'm not trying to get burned or anything. Which he clicked Willow. So it's a good thing I did that. If anything, the Willow helps me. It stops leftover damage, which means basically knocked off, which I explained in the video. I'm okay with it being knocked off. Excuse me. I'm okay with it being knocked off because I'm a Wishmon. I'm going to heal back up anyways. Just it'll take a little bit longer, and I'm not getting constant 12 over 2, 18 over 3 turns. I'm not getting the constant healing every turn, but I'll have 25 and 2, which is better than 12 and 2. Over twice as good, actually. So he goes back to his phasing ways, hoping to bring out Zardwai, trying to get my Mons down. Brings out my Coco, which, honestly, nothing is liking a Thunderbolt right now, so he decides to sack his Uxie, because that thing was basically useless at this point. I'm thinking I'm in a pretty good position. He brings out his Latias. Now, I'm thinking about the Fairy Z, but if it's max HP at all, I think it's living. So I bring out my, Dark type, because I'm not trying to get Calm-Minded on. I get my leftovers, which is basically nullified by the Toxic. He brings out Arcanine again to get that Intimidative off. I'm pretty sure I just straight up knocked off. I don't think I bulked up again for the rest of this battle. I might have actually this turn, now that I'm saying it. Oh, I switched. I went to Vaporeon, thinking Flamethrower, Morning Sun. Oh, okay. I must have wished here, stayed in, gotten more toxic damage off. Roar into Jirachi. I don't remember this battle, apparently. Jirachi comes in, I Iron Head, hoping for some flinches. I got it. Now, if I get one more Iron Head flinch, it dies to toxic damage after the next turn. Flinch, toxic. So, plan worked out for that. Now, if this thing was any item whatsoever, even if it was specs, I was living. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not afraid. I kill this thing too. Now, unless this Weavile is Life Orb or Banded, I'm living this knockoff. Which I did. I'm living. Coming back at you with an Iron Head. You're dead. I am not afraid. So that's 3 kills for Jirachi just like that. So I'm like, you know what? If he tries to Hone Claws, I'm just going to Iron Head. I'm going to do as much damage as I can. He kills me outright. So I'm thinking, you know what? Now is the time. I said in my team builder that I was going to get 1 to 2 kills this battle, and it does just that. Heavy Slams blows this thing away, and I think this thing takes 3 Heavy Slams because it recovers eventually. 1. He's really just hoping for a freeze with that Ice Beam. He can't do a whole lot, especially with Coco still around. 2 Heavy Slams. And here comes the freeze, or hoping for a freeze, rather. Doesn't get the freeze. And No Knees picks up the dub. So there you have it. Week 2, we move on to 2-0, hoping to continue this forward momentum, and on the road to playoffs. Ieuan sadly moves on to 0-2. I will link all his stuff down below so you can see the original recording. But anyways, see you guys later. Adios.